Hello, hi everyone. Good evening. Today I will share my question in daily study. Um, I think today's task in PBL is very challenging for me. Actually, I'm confused about the complexity of our sources. Today Olga advised us should put some detailed and specific complexity in our artifact, but I don't know how to put those specific complexity. Um, so maybe can you tell me how to find the specific causes of those problems or some other information to inspire me? Thank you.
I think maybe you can add some relations between your SDG and other.
贺岩 stop now. Stop recording now. 贺岩 can you hear me? Okay, let's discuss about Jasmine's share. Who starts first? 贺岩 can you start now?
I think, yes, me. Yes. I think, Justin, you can put some relations between your SDG and other SDGs. For example, if you talked about gender equality, maybe you will talk about other topics such as race, decent work, or poverty. It may be the SDG 1, SDG 8, and SDG 11. So you can put the relations in that part to show the complexity of the problem. I don't think it's help or not. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay,
know. Thank you.
can I start now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as for me, Jasmine, you just said that you are worrying about the PBL this week, and you feel that it's challenging. But as for me, it's okay because we use scientist metrics. It's the first week we use the scientist metrics. Well, it's we are not familiar with this. Both you are not familiar with it. I'm not familiar with it as well. So maybe if we can practice for a week or 2 weeks, we can do it better. So don't just worry about it. That's
Okay.
my
Thank you.
advice. And be relaxing and try to improve yourself step by step. That's all. Thank you. Rachel, please.
Yes. Well, I in the same group with Jasmine, and I think the tutorial time that Olga gave us in the Friday afternoon, and the advice she gave us, and the steps, the about 6 or 5 steps she gave us, and tap into the chat box is really helpful, and we can do some other work, and in the next time during the PBL group discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So the next
And
person is Dingo.
Okay, I will share my feeling about the challenges and of this week. Well, as for me, let's start with Monday. As for me, there is nothing so challenging for me the Monday. We just follow the order of the last week in the former weeks, and we finish our homework and make discussions on the lesson. Maybe the only thing I can do to improve myself is that I need to be more openly in the discussion and be willing to share my ideas and answers to my peers. However, in the Tuesday, it's a bit challenging because I have to prepare the circle presentation with those with those guys that is not my group members, so I have to well, I have to have a idea of how to cooperate with a guy that you are not familiar with. Maybe I should be maybe I should practice my capability of interacting with others and taking in their idea. Well, in the Wednesday, the portfolio. As for me, the portfolio in this week is really challenging because I have to deal with an article with about 10 pages rather than just a test speech. So I feel tiring in searching and organizing the key points. So I just ignored the spelling and the grammar. So I made some spelling and this grammar mistakes. Maybe in the next week I should check my portfolio more carefully. While in the PBL presentation in the Thursday and Friday, I guess that we should deal with a new type of new type of PBL that's scientific metrics. Just like Jasmine said, we are not familiar with it, and I feel that I should be relaxing and try to improve myself step by step. That's all. Thank you.
I think just as you said before, when we cooperation with strangers, we may feel a little uncomfortable. But I think Lingo is a good person, good boy, and is expert and outgoing and easygoing. So don't afraid it, and we have different roles, so we can responsibility for our own roles and do the perfect job together. I think you can do it.
Jasmine, please.
I agree with Yan. So, in my opinion, it is very important to choose a leader in your group with strangers. Yeah, he can lead all people to complete this task orderly. And maybe you can try to be a leader when next time, maybe.
But I'm an amateur of leadership, honestly speaking.
And the second suggestion is I think you can introduce yourself to your classmates and tell them what you are good at, such as maybe you're familiar with the part of challenges, or maybe you acquaint the part of background. So then you connect each other and work together. Of course, step by step, and through practicing, it will be better next time.
Yes, but we should finish preparation for the circle presentation within 30 minutes. So it's still challenging. Rachel, please.
Oh, hi. I really agreed with Bingo's opinion because I'm not the same occasion as you, but I don't think we are in a same group as a totally new combination of 32 and yes, so I agree with our members. expressive opinion like try to be leader and try to well organize the time and the topic they talk about as a leader. So you can have a very have the leader stand to control and to interrupt the overtime members. Yes, that is all.
Okay. So
Next
Jasmine
one.
and me had finished. Who want to be the next one to share your opinion? Okay, He Yan, please.
Okay. I have two questions. The first one is about CR, critical response. To be honest, in this week, my CR is not good. And Chris gave me some suggestions such as give more practical evaluation about the journal, the article, but sometimes I can't find the critical response. I think we give enough examples or reference to describe the writer's main points. So could you tell me some approach to search for the critical response and how to describe how to evaluate in a critical way? This is the first question. And the second question is about our session tasks. 领域 synthesis matrix, but I think it's not easy. It is so difficult for me, and sometimes I don't. I'm not sure. Should we do this table? Just like we should find the similarities and differences between the journals, or give some evaluations or other works. I'm not sure. So please give me some views about the synthesis matrix. That's all. Thank you. Please help me, my peers.
Okay. Well, as for me, when it comes to critical evaluation, I want to say that maybe you can think about well, whether the opinion and the logic of the writer is work in your real life. For example, like Ahmadi, in my opinion, he's a person who loved the conception of human rights and democracy. However, as we all know, sometimes it's the well the pure conception of democracy or something like that just don't work in the real life. We need some more practical solutions in the real world. That's the way I evaluate something critically. To put it into my into my experience of real life. Well, when it comes to your second question, is the scientific metrics. I have to say that I'm an amateur for it as well, so I can't give you a lot of advice. The only thing I want to say is that be relaxing because all of us are amateurs, so you can try to do it. Just do it in your do it and finish it, and don't think a lot, think too much. That's
Okay.
all. Thank you.
Okay.
Jasmine, please.
For the first question about critical response, I think maybe you can try to put your response into every paragraph, into the paragraph's end. I mean, you can find some small point in every paragraph and for those points to give your critical response, and in the final paragraph give a whole response. That's my advice. And for the second question, it is difficult for me. Yes, all of us are not familiar with this new method, so perhaps through practice, ask some ask other classmates for help, or maybe in next week we will handle it. Yes, that's all.
Okay. Rachel, please.
Rachel, please.
From my perspective, my peers gave enough comment, and I did the second one, but I just want to say something about the first. I didn't do very well in the first week about the critical response, and I barely got a red tag. So I think I was improved a lot in the second time for the critical response. So I think just from my stance, I make the whole critical response into 3 paragraphs, and the introduce and the main body of the whole response, and the conclusion at the end. And I did my evaluation in every paragraph at the end, just behind the little and short summary of the original article. So maybe I think young her can try this way next week, or maybe some other method to improve. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Well, Rachel, as for me, I want to give some advice maybe the talk you just finished. Firstly, I advise you to provide some possible solutions for the problems and the challenges you just talked about. Secondly, I suggest you to organize it, divide it into different parts, like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or CR, PBL, and PBL, or something like that. That's all. Thank you. Jasmine, please turn on your microphone. Jasmine? Okay.
Yes. So
Well, in the week 5, I think the most challenges I meet might be mentioned before, and because I think it's a Tuesday, I was divided into another and totally new group. It's many people can call the stranger to me, so we can't make the group work and perfectly work. And I think maybe beside me, everyone in my group want to lead the talk, lead the discussion. So, but they all have their own opinions. So we did a less efficient, less effective talk in the Tuesday. Maybe some questions we even we never mentioned, and we just ended the talk. So I think the next time maybe I join a totally new group, I will at the first and set the rule or discipline or something for the every group member. If you met the same occasion, what action would you take?
Okay. As for me, working with working with guys that you are not familiar with is a question that all of us has met in the circle presentation this week. And as researcher just said, that everyone wants to be the leader and everyone has his or her own idea and disagree with the others. Well, I guess that a possible solution for it is to select a leader at first and follow the instruction of the leader. That may be helpful for us to finish the work more efficiently. That's all. Jasmine, please.
Okay. It sounds like your peers a little ambitious. I think maybe you can try some new methods like dropping the size. 丢骰子 in Chinese. Yeah. It's very random, but is useful. And I think maybe you can take turns to lead. If someone had if someone became a leader before I think he or she should give the opportunity to others. Everyone should try. Yes, that's all.
Okay, He Yan, please. And your web connection is not good. Check it if possible. He Yan, please.
When I listen to Rachel's introduction, I think maybe if it is me, it's a mice. But I think every week in our circle group, we have different roles, and Chris and Olga will divide us to to a new group. But maybe for our 5 members there, they also have different roles too. So there are maybe there is a leader. If there is not a leader, I think maybe you can be the leader or other one. If everyone want to be the leader, maybe you can get the discuss till everyone can express their ideas or arguments one by one, and you when one people cite his argument, his or her argument, the others can listen to he or her and give some opinions. So 5 or 4 people can describe different opinions about the topic, and we can find the similarities and differences, and we can see the topic from a different views. It's an interesting journal, and it can help us work together and to get agreement and to do a maybe not perfect but a good artifact. I think that's
Okay, that's all. Thank you for
Thank
all of
you.
you.
Have a try next.
Enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.
goodbye. Have a good night.